Indeed, some habits are getting quite common in our environment and we need to point them out and correct them so that we can become a better, more refined people. In this episode, we'll be talking about some bad conducts that are quite prevalent in our society and begin to change them one person at a time. Let's run through them, shall we? Welcome to Manners on the Go. I trust it's been a beautiful week for you. It's been a pleasant journey of Manners on the Go, and I'm grateful you've taken this ride with me. It's our 52nd episode, people. Yippee! 1 year already of Manners on the Go. Super grateful to you for being the wind propelling the sail. Because of you, we're reaching even more people, and hopefully we're truly speaking to the dwindling values in our society. Thank you. Indeed, some habits are getting quite common in our environment and we need to point them out and correct them so that we can become a better, more refined people. In this episode, we'll be talking about some bad conducts that are quite prevalent in our society and begin to change them one person at a time. Here is a list of 15 untoward manners to stop now. Let's run through them, shall we? Number 1, cutting in line, also known as jumping the queue. This is such an uncivilized action. What you're communicating by cutting in line is, I am better and more important than all of you waiting in line. Or you all are jobless right now and I have a place to be you don't have. Or I have a life and you all don't seem to have any. Question is, how would you feel if someone else jumped a queue to be ahead of you? Angry, right? Then don't do it to others. To cut in line is to attempt to privilege yourself above everyone else for no good reason. It inconveniences multiple other people in order to convenience yourself. Be patient. Respect the system that has been put in place. Number 2, not allowing other motorists to merge ahead of you. Courteous driving entails allowing other motorists to merge into traffic by giving them the space to do so. Make merging simple and efficient. It's time to stop the rough driving on our roads. Also, stay in your lane until there is the time and the space to merge. Then take turns with cars in other lanes to keep things moving. Come to think about it, you're actually not saving time by being rough on the road. The reward may be getting a scratch or dent on your car. Why the competition and ego display? Take a chill pill, please. Tailgating is also really aggressive. Keep some distance between you and the car ahead of you. Stop the bumper to bumper craze. Number 3, coughing up phlegm or sputum and spitting it out in public. This unsanitary and uncivilized act of spitting in public has got to stop. It's quite normal to cough up phlegm. However, throwing it out of your mouth on the ground, or in the open gutters or corners or on plants and flowers, or out of a moving car must stop. How unsightly are those sticky discharge in an open space? Not only is this act a nuisance, it is also dangerous to public health. Your sputum or phlegm should be discreetly deposited in a tissue or handkerchief and hygienically disposed. Number 4, public urination. It appears to be a pleasure to some people to pee against walls or trees or car tires. This behavior is quite prevalent in our environment and really should not be accepted as a norm. There are public toilets to use when pressed to empty the bladder or even the bowel. Where there is no public toilet, make use of the ones in any commercial establishment around you, a bank, an eatery, or a shopping complex. But whatever you have to do, please become deliberate about peeing only in a toilet. Number 5, littering. A few weekends ago, I planned a social experiment while on a road trip. I consciously counted the number of people who tossed waste out of their cars. I was astonished at the number of people who littered the road within the space of 2 hours. I lost count at some point that weekend. The biggest litter were plastic bottles, black nylons, even disposable plates. This bad habit has got to stop. Please don't do it. Also, avoid disposing your waste in the gutters. This would block drainages, causing floods. We all know the effect of floods on our homes and businesses and our roads. Number 6, not saying your magic words before and after making a purchase. Yes, say please before and thank you after. It is a sign of ingratitude for the simple yet profound act of service rendered by the vendor, even if you have spent your own money to make the purchase. Number 7, not returning borrowed items. This especially happens in banking halls. when fellow customers ask to make use of your pen and fail to return it after, or not returning an item you've borrowed from your neighbor. Returning borrowed items is not just good manners, but a sign that you can be trusted. Number 8, becoming defensive when you are asked to refund or repay a loan. Trust is the basis of prosperity. People do business with those whom they can trust with assets, especially money. But unfortunately, some individuals haven't come to realize this fact. When you borrow money from someone with a promise to repay at a certain time, then by all means fulfill your promise. In case you can't make payment at the appointed time, call to explain your situation. Don't ghost the borrower. That's not a cool thing to do. Number 9, launder your private life on social media. You shouldn't become an open book which can be read by just anyone. Do not overshare. Here are a few examples of oversharing. Continually checking in at everywhere you go. For example, hey, see, I'm at the spa with my fiancé right now. Another way to overshare is by using your social media accounts as a platform to regularly vent your emotions. Also, posting sensitive and intimate stuff about your personal matters, relationship, friendship and family members, and uploading videos and pictures of things you well know should be private. Keep your private life private. A private life is a happy life. Put some boundaries. Number 10, staring incessantly or pointing at anyone who looks physically different in appearance. Just because someone looks different from you in appearance doesn't make them any less human. Pointing out to them or staring continuously is rude and also can be embarrassing. Show you truly care for people, whether they look like you or not. Number 11, not apologizing when you're wrong. In a society where loud people are celebrated and applauded, apologizing is often seen as a weakness. However, on the contrary, apologizing is a sign of bravery and strength. When wrong, have the strength of character to apologize. Number 12, copying other people's contacts on public platforms without seeking permission from the appropriate person to do so. This is prevalent on social media groups where someone posts a private number for the use of a certain member, and then some other members of the group contact this third party without permission from the individual who gave the contact. 13, using other people's possession carelessly. Misusing people's items show disrespect. Items that are not yours should be used with care and left in a better state than you met it. This includes our public amenities. Number 14, sticking chewed gum underneath tables and chairs in public places. Your masticated gums should be rolled in a tissue and tossed in the waste bin. This bad habit of sticking chewed gum anywhere must stop. I was at a training school once and I made them turn their tables over. You would have been surprised as we were at the number of gums that have been stuck under the tables over the years. 15, going through people's phones without permission. There is an adage in Yoruba language that interprets a father and son cannot own a farmland without a line of distinct demarcation. Friends, siblings, spouses, and family should respect boundaries on the personal items of others, including mobile phones. Peeking into other people's phones is purely invading their privacy. I sincerely hope that these tips we've shared have helped someone become better. If you think I have omitted any important one, pray share in the comment section. I'll be grateful. Till we meet again, I hope you'll continue to mind your manners to become better, refined, and more courteous. Please do well to share this, like it, subscribe, and remember to hit the notification button so that you can be kept abreast when something new drops. Thank you and goodbye.